How are you doing? Hi, everybody. It's the 22nd of February. It's a Wednesday. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for the well wishes yesterday for the birthday. Thank you, Linda, for the picture. For posting that up again. Thank you, Erica, for the lovely song and all that business. Oof, face is gross. Ooh, okay. So, I've been posting on Facebook and Twitter and all that business. That was my present face. And then others. I really had a very nice day. I was very humbled yesterday. And, when I really came to being 20 for about 30 seconds, I came to a decision. I woke up and this will have to carry over. I woke up yesterday. I had a philosophy test. I went to that, and then I came back. I was done in 15 minutes. I was back here by like 9:10. And I went to the gym, and I ran and did my stuff, and I skipped my 10 o'clock marketing class, and while I'm running, Nick sends me a text message, and he says, to everybody, can you have the money by today? So then he gets an email. He says, check your email. So I read the email, and the house that they were looking at, apparently, the guy had, fangled some sort of thing. He wanted a 2-year lease now, so a guarantee 2, and he needed the money. He only needed $400 from each of us, which was just the deposit. It was so gross. I was so stressed last week. I said it was my period. The cantaloupe was in the mail. Yeah. So and he wanted to know when we needed first one certified, whatever, all that business. So basically, that fell through. So I was like, that's it. Let's go. I'm taking over. So I took over. So I said, so Nick had sent this other place. He goes, well, this is a 5-bedroom house. I go, great. Give me the phone number. I'm setting everything up. She took the phone number. I called the lady. And she said, okay, I'll meet you at 3:30. Fine, great, perfect. I said 4 o'clock. She goes, can it be a little earlier? I have a meeting at 4:45. I go 3:30. Perfect, great, let's go. Fine. Well, we saw it. We liked it a lot. You saw I put the pictures on Facebook. So take a look at it. I really, really, it was nice. It was all new. The selling point was kind of like that there was this, like kind of like a bedroom. There was like a room that was off the kitchen that we had thought, like the guy was like, oh, we have a secret room. And he literally said a secret room. George Takei did. And I was like, oh, what's the secret room? So we looked, and we were like, this is another bedroom. Easy. So we designated that a bedroom. So it really is a 6-bedroom. You need $750 by the weekend each, and 3 student co-signers and 2 parent co-signers. The Adams men are taking on the lease. How messy. I was like, all right. So I think the Luxor's going to come down for a visit on Tuesday and sign and all that jazz. I keep getting the papers. I need to start reading the papers and then throw them out. So the Luxor's going to come down for a visit, and we're going to make it happen, and all that business. It's really, it's nice if you looked at it. So, and we decided Ferris Fair, the triple, would be broken up. Each of those would get a single, it'll be said. And plus, really after thinking about it, I was going to sign the lease, Brian was going to sign the lease, and Pete was going to sign the lease. Well, why shouldn't we get fair share of where we want to stay, since we're putting our names on the line, so to speak? So I think that's fair, and Brian was very humbled by that, and Pete definitely deserves a lease. Pete had very last year, mess, 306, mess, love them all, mess. This year, not bad. So I did that. Good. I liked it. I liked the house. The only thing is it doesn't have a dishwasher. I'll suck it up. But the kitchen was really, really nice. The kitchen was bigger than my kitchen currently. It had that orange room was the dining room. Then it had the one with the fireplace where I put my picture on top of. I'm so into my soap operas, and all the rich people have a big portrait of themselves on top of the fireplace mantle. So I always joked. I said, when we get a fireplace, I'm putting a giant portrait of myself over it. And they were like, you're on track. And so I added that picture, powers of the computer. And then that opener room that's right next to that, we decided it would be like a little drinking room or what have you. And then there's a bedroom on that floor, and then upstairs there's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and oddly no bathroom on the first floor. That was just, we thought that was like a little oddity, but that, and then on the bottom floor, the basement, is a big open space, the red carpeting, a big open space, and a bedroom. Perry, I walked down and Perry was right behind me, and we turned around and we were like, red carpeting is nice. And then we got in the car, like we saw all the business, and then we got into the car, and it has the really nice bathroom is down there. P.S. So we get into the car, and Brian was like, whoever gets the basement should get the single, because Brian is just afraid of single basements. So I said, well, I'll take the basement. Perry goes, I wanted the basement. I go, you really wanted the basement? He goes, you really wanted the basement? I go, the basement's away from everybody. Of course I wanted the basement. He goes, I really like the basement. I go, give you $20 for it. Look, we're bribing each other. So what happened is we're going to share the basement. Because the basement is big enough for, the only thing, see, here's my pro and cons. I get the really nice bathroom. You know, that's a plus. I don't think I'd like to room with him again. Maybe that would make, maybe that sounds really desperate. Maybe that would make our relationship a little bit stronger than the way it used to be. It sounds a little desperate, but that's what I'm thinking. But, I think we're gonna share it. The only thing is that I wanted a full-size bed, but I don't think that's happening. Which, I'll deal. I'll deal. You live and you learn. But, I said I'm ready to try to with lots of space, lots of built-in storage space. First of all, second of all, I already picked out like the spot for, like, you know me. I'm decorating in my head, so I'm raring and ready to go. I just, you know what? Oh, I had a bad feeling about the house. That last house that they saw on Thursday. I have a good feeling about this house. I have a really good feeling about it. So I'm staying. I'm signing a 2-year contract, and I'm staying on Days of Our More Hall Lives for another 2 years. You know, I live in a fictitious world. I'm nuts. Great day yesterday. So that was my growing up. Lost a house, got a house, and then made amends. Kelly and I have been distant for a long time, for a while now, and I sent her a text. So that on Friday or Saturday she had broken up with her boyfriend, and I sent her a text message on Sunday, and I said, this is gonna sound weird, but this is what I said to her. It's not what I'm saying. Like, this is gonna sound weird to you all. I said to her, this is gonna sound weird, but I just saw Facebook, and you can always call me if you want to watch the Lizzie McGuire movie. Because when her and Nick had their thing, she and I watched the Lizzie McGuire movie like as a wallow type thing. And then I was like, you know, and then I went with her to John. That was a different situation. Totally different situation. But I think it might, so she was like, that made me laugh, like, day free this week. So we talked a little bit in the text message, and then she texted me on today. She goes, about 4 o'clock, she goes, happy birthday. Hey, birthday boy, she said. Do you want to grab dinner at about 5 o'clock? So we did. So we did it from 5 to 6:30, and you know what? A little awkward. But you know what? It's good. It was good. It was like one of my full circle moments. You know, I have a lot of my full circle aha type moments. I don't want to say aha moment. I have a full circle. I have a lot of full circle moments in my life, and I appreciate them, and I'm humbled by them. And one such full circle moment was when at the senior prom, Liz Cohen came up to me and said, "Let's do a dance for old time's sake." The crazy dance that she used to do. And that was like a full circle moment. We had, kind of buried the hatchet of our past. And I like to do that. I like to be like, you know what? We are two people who may not ever be really good friends again. But you know what? Doesn't mean that things have to be awkward between the two of us. We're growing up, we're adult, and we can put our differences aside and we can be civil with each other. And not even like civil, but we can forgive and we can forget. So I was really humbled by that Liz experience. I was really humbled yesterday. Definitely a step in the right direction. So I was really humbled by that. And she's going to come to Shane's birthday party on Friday. I'm so excited for that. Beyond. And yeah. So things are looking up in my world. I was really humbled by that. I really was. It was a really good day, I have to say. I had a great day. I had a lot done yesterday. And I have growing concerns for others, but I'm at a point where especially, maybe my breakdown last Friday had to happen. As I entered my last week of teenager, maybe it had to happen, you know what I'm saying? In a way. So I could really sit and think and look and say, you're 19 years old, you're going to be 20 in a week. You need to stop. And I did, and that was good. It was good for me, personally. I'm not suggesting you go out, tomorrow, Stephanie, and, suddenly have a breakdown and cry for 5 hours straight. No, I'm not suggesting that, but for me at that time in my life, it was really the right thing for me to do. Because it reached a stage where I feel, you know what, I'm 20 years old. And I said this, I tweeted this, I said this is someone I go, you always hear about the troubled teenagers, and he's a troubled teen, and you always hear oh, he's like teen angst or whatever like that. Tara Spring was saying that to me, and I was saying it to her, just teen angst and everything. But you don't hear about the troubled 20-somethings. You don't hear 20-something angst. I'm 20 years old. It's time I got my act together. And I've been slowly changing for a moment. I've been growing a little bit I would definitely say since my junior year of high school. I've been growing slowly. I look back at situations now and I say, if I was 16, that MTV show When I Was 17? When I was 16, I would have just been a nasty such and such person. I would have told this person to go fuck themselves and stick it where the sun don't shine and not give a shit. So, I'm humbled by that, this whole experience. It's good. It's time for me to grow up. And it's time for me to not get caught up on how other people perceive me. And while I say I don't really care, and I care about what the people close to me think, and it's time for me not to worry about that. To stop playing such mind games with myself. So that's my first thing. My second is it's time for me to be a little bit more honest with people, where I'm gonna show my concern. I'm gonna voice my concern to you. And I've always tried to do this, but I'm gonna voice my concern to you if I'm concerned about a friend. And if you don't take that concern, then that's fine. It's no skin off my nose, but I tried. So, and then I'm gonna let it go. Let it go. That was that. I have to wrap this. I'm gonna go get ashes. Talk about Fat Tuesday. I feel so bloated and pregnant and disgusting in the past 2 days. I must really have a uterus. I swear to God. I just have a cycle of period type symptoms. How are you all doing? The cantaloupe is in the postage. I love you all for watching. I love you all for the wishes. Take care, everyone. Bye bye, girls.